How you doing? It's Mike Shue, and we're doing a special vinyl dump on location here in beautiful Harvard Square. Planet Records institution here in Harvard Square. They used to have a great place, another place over in Kenmore Square also, but that one-armed bastard John Silber burned him out there so he could get that land for BU. But we're here in Harvard Square, and our friend John inside has set aside some interesting pieces they have here that we're going to do for the vinyl dump today. No, it's not the new Michael Bolton album. In fact, this album came out, looks like the early 60s. Music to Suffer by Leona Anderson, the foremost expert on suffering probably in all of North America. I mean, if you want to know about suffering, Leona's the lady. I mean, look at she does I Love Paris, Tell Me a Tall Tale, Limburger Lover. I mean, it's all about getting your heart broken. And really, just take a look at this lady. I mean, her face is suffering severely. Wow. I actually used to own this album. I gotta check around for it. Live and Heavy, and that about says it all, and the cover just about says it all. I used to listen to it on my giant Nova 40 headphones from Radio Shack, and my eyes would actually bleed, as well as other orifices on my body, but it's got great stuff on it. I mean, Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water, Nazareth's on here, Motorhead, White Line Fever, they got Paranoid on here, Whitesnake, you know, Rainbow. How can you go wrong? How can it not be live and heavy? I mean, really, look at the cover, for crying out loud. This guy's got a whole PA system pressed against his face. How can you not rock? You know, I don't even have to listen to this record to know that I'm going to be making love to it later on tonight, ladies. Fred Rogers taught us how not only to be a good neighbor, but maybe how to read, how to do math, what to feed your fish, and how to be casual in your own home with a pair of sneakers and a cardigan sweater. That's all it took for Mr. Rogers to relax. But I don't know if I ever told you my theory about Mr. Rogers and the Magic Kingdom. See, Mr. Rogers would get home from work, he would take off the blazer, and he would put on the sweater and put the sneakers on and relax, feed the fish, you know, say hi, sing a little song, and then he'd go over and he would talk to the magic trolley. Do you remember that? And he'd go over to this kind of couch and sit by these long tracks, and the magic trolley would come, and then we'd all be transported to the Magic Kingdom. To me, later on in my life, I found that to be a metaphor for heroin addiction. See, the trolley tracks are the syringe, and the magic trolley is the heroin. And Mr. Rogers would come home and lay down by the tracks, which would take him to a magic kingdom where there would be talking cats, and he would be bigger than everybody else, and he would pretty much control the situation. There'd be a king and a queen, but he would be doing all the talking pretty much. And then later he would go and he'd vomit and nod off, and then get up in the morning, put his blazer back on, and go to work. Still a nice guy. I'm not judging, you know. I'm pretty sure Joe Negri, the musician of the whole group, turned him on to that stuff, you know. But hey, he's Mr. Rogers, so, you know, don't tell your kids about that. I don't know who this guy is. I can't read Japanese. All I know is he is one suave son of a bitch. This man is obviously the Dean Martin of Japan. This man has gotten laid so much he never takes off his lucky kimono, and he drinks only the finest sake and brandy after making sweet, sweet love to several hundreds and thousands of not just Japanese ladies, but I'm figuring an international cast of women who love him all over the world. This is a box set of this man's music. There are 4 LPs in here, so you know he's a big freaking star. It comes with a beautiful booklet, which I wish I could show you, but John here at Planet Records says if I actually open this, he'll shoot me in the face. So all I can tell you is it has photos of him and his family, what looked like pre-World War II photos. Obviously had a tough time during World War II, but later came out of it and just stayed suave and made his hair just right and made Japan look really, really sexy.
WAAF.com.
Just looking at him, I feel sexy.